All right, it's the last day before the new season comes out, season 1.5, I guess. And what do you do on the last day, you're asking? You look at the data. It's exactly what you do to prepare. All right, and they give us the data, which I think is cool. Now, I have to preface because what they give us is not perfect because they include mirror matches, right? Which is gonna bring characters' win rates closer to 50%. So it's not the best data. Now, what do I mean by that? If they had an algorithm or system where it would filter out mirror matches, mirror match meaning both teams have the same character, because that obviously cancels out, makes that match automatically a 50% win rate because one's going to win and one's going to lose. If they could filter out those mirror matches where it only showed the data for games where one team has Doctor Strange, the other team doesn't, then you can truly see what Doctor Strange's win rate would be. But we don't have that, so we'll have to go with what we do have, which is, this. Now, we'll start with Strange here. And by the way, we're going to do this for both PC and console in this video because I'm interested in both. Because you know what? This is exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to win the Season 1 console tournament. And the only thing they're going to be able to say after that is, well, you can't win it on PC. There's no way. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. We'll win the Season 1 console tournament. We'll buy a PC. Fuck, we'll buy 2 PCs just in case. And then we'll enter the PC tournament. And after we win the Season 2 PC tournament, we'll be back to back, baby. Console Season 1, PC Season 2, tournament champion of the world. But until then, I'm going to just look at the data for both to prepare, okay? And we're filtering out the bronze, right? We're looking at only Celestial and above, the big boys, because I don't want these bronze kids that are tripping over their toes trying to keep up, ruining my fucking data. So this is what we're starting with. Doctor Strange, most picked character for PC ranked, and a 51.48 win percentage. Pretty good. That's why they're nerfing him. It makes sense. Magneto, same shit. He's picked like a third of the time. Just under 50%. Makes sense. He's always good. And then we got our sweet baby Cloak and Dagger. 24% pick rate, so they're picked a quarter of the time. And 48. Now, that 48 is because a lot of you fucking Cloak and Daggers suck at using the ultimate. You're getting dunked on by Magneto, which should never happen, okay? And because of that, you're bringing me below 50% and making me look bad. All right, now stop it. Stop. Be better. Invisible Woman is like the 4th best support. 48%, makes sense. I think Loki, Luna, and Cloak, especially right now, first half of season 1, are the best 3. So if one of those gets banned, fucking throw an Invisible Woman in there. Why not? Luna Snow, 49%. Makes sense. She's always good. Winter Soldier. He's not in the upper echelon, right? He's not the top 3 DPS picks, which we'll get to later. He's like in that A tier, lower A tier category. 48% win percentage. Makes sense. You see him a lot. He does all right. Loki I'm telling you right now, is going to be the best support in the game going into the second half of season 1 because for some fucking reason, NetEase is buffing his ammo. He's already got a 53% win percentage, NetEase. Look at your own data, NetEase. And they're going from 10 shots to 12 shots for no reason. Like, no reason at all. Oh, it's crazy. All right, Namor. He's a good pick. The whale animation's cool. He's great. The Luna team up is busted. 50% win percentage. Nice. Hela, and Namor and Hela, they're not in that top echelon. They're A tier. They're not S tier. They're A tier. Deal with it, and the data shows it, right? 49% win rate for her. Rocket Raccoon is the most disrespected rat in the game. 51% win percentage. That's pretty good. And the reason for it is because I always say this as a healer, you got to stay alive. Aim for 2 or less deaths in a round. That's like your quota, your goal. You should not have more than 2 deaths a round or you're messing up. And for Rocket, that quota is 1. And that's why you pick Rocket. As Rocket, you should never die more than once around. You're the most survivable character in the entire game. So you don't pick Rocket for the amplifier. As much as I enjoy the amplifier when he gives it to me, you're not playing him for that. You're playing him for the team up with Punisher and the fact that he won't die. He's hard to get dove. He doesn't die. So it's consistent healing throughout the game. You're getting rid of a defensive ult for more consistent healing because you're never going to die. And that's why he's got a good win percentage. Groot, 51% on PC. Now, that really does surprise me. I've seen Groot getting some niche tournament play, but this is higher than I thought. So maybe Groot's better than we think, even though sometimes he gets melted. His walls can be crazy. Mantis is also the most disrespected healer in the game. She's got a 51% win percentage. Stop sleeping on our girl. Damage buffing Black Widow, nuts. Damage buffing a Black Panther that's like cracked out, nuts. Psylocke, 50% on PC, almost 51. Makes sense. She's been A tier and been good the whole time. Same with Star-Lord, another A tier. Holy fuck. I thought Hulk was a little bit overrated because he gets banned so much, but then I'm like, nope, nope. The data shows he's as busted as his ban rate. Same with Storm. These guys almost have identical win rates on PC right now, 54.5 for both of them. Thor, no wonder they're nerfing both those characters. Thor 51%, and he's getting a buff, so that's a little scary. Thor's an underrated tank who can just mess up the backline. He's a big bully, and they're fucking buffing him. It's crazy. So watch out for Thor. Might be super meta next season. Magic, insane. Magic is in the top 3 best DPS with Storm. I always say it's Magic, Storm, Wolverine. That's the go-to DPS, and it shows in the data. Punisher is lower than I thought on PC. Obviously with the mouse, it's a little bit easier to aim with Punisher. So I thought this would be closer to like 49%. So the fact that it's 46 is like, yikes, our boy. Moon Knight's win rate is laughable. That's embarrassing, Moon Knight. Moon Knight's worse than we thought. He's only used for the group team up, and even then, it's probably not even worth it. I mean, the guy's got a 42% win rate. Probably until they buff him, maybe stay away. Venom, 49%, just a solid tank. All the tanks are pretty well rounded. BP, I think BP's disgusting. The one above all, they're the only character that can kill the 250 health characters without even giving the 250 health characters a chance to react. If there's a magic coming for me, even though she can do that combo, I can at least react a little bit. Or a Spider-Man, I can react. If it's a Black Panther and he jumps from above, double spear, dash, dash, he kills you like lightning strike. You can't even react. It's insane. It makes sense that his win percentage is good. And then Wolverine, again, a top 3 DPS in the game. Absolutely busted, and they're not even nerfing him. I wonder if it's because the thing is immune to grab, so maybe the thing is almost going to be a counter next part of the season. We'll have to see, because they're not nerfing this guy, and the data shows how busted he is, so I'm wondering. Spider-Man's getting a buff, and he's just under 50%. Jeff the Shark, better win percentage than I thought. And Jeff, for me, it's you only really want to play Jeff the Shark in a triple support, and you're playing Jeff as a niche support that's flanking. He's a dive character that won't die because he's really good at staying alive. He gets into the backline and just pesters the other team's healers, right? He can sprinkle his own healing, go for a big ult, double, triple kill ult, but he's really just a flanking character. So a lot of people use him wrong. Captain America, honestly, better than I thought at 51%. Squirrel Girl, basically tied for Moon Knight, worst win rate in the game on PC. Squirrel Girl's bad. I think the only time she's good is when she has that Spider-Man team up, but that's a clash of interest because Spider-Man's a dive character and she's not. I think if you're running dive, you want to go all in on the dive. So she's in a weird spot. Adam is getting buffed, so he might be really good next season because he's already almost 50%. Hawkeye, not good, 45. He gets dove too easy. That's why they're buffing him a little bit. Iron Fist is going to be busted next season. Dude has a 51.5% win percentage, and he's getting a giant rework, which I think overall is a buff. Well, we'll see. He might be really good next season. Mr. Fantastic, a little bit better than I thought. I was kind of trashing on him a little bit too much because his ult is mid, but they're buffing his ult, so he might also be another pick that's really good next season. Penny is really niche. She's good. She's very map dependent, but 48% kind of shows why she's so niche. And then Iron Man is getting buffed. They're nerfing his team up, but buffing him, and he doesn't need a buff. He's at 53% net ease. Black Widow is really bad. That's why they're buffing her, 43%. And honestly, I truly think, prior to looking at this data, if you said who's the worst character in the game that you never want, I would say Scarlet Witch. That's why they're buffing her, and it kind of shows 45% is bad. Okay, now we're just going to filter this. We're going to keep everything the same. We're going to switch this to console, and we're going to keep it at Celestial and above for competitive ranked tier. Strange, still the most picked character and almost the exact same win rate. Magneto's win rate goes down an entire percent from PC to console. Now, hand up, I've never played a single game as Magneto, so maybe it's something to do with the way you have to aim with them. I don't know. Cloaks goes up a percentage. Shout out the console players playing her a little bit better, I suppose. Invis Woman is about the same. Luna goes down a percentage. I think it's because Luna's one of those supports who really do need to have good aim. And I will say, the mouse people, they're nastier with their aim, I suppose, because she goes down here. Winter Soldier, though, goes up from 48 to 49. Loki, about the same. Magic is even higher. The console people love the melee characters, and it shows. She's going from 54 to 55% win percentage. That's why she's in the top 3 DPS. If you don't take my word for it, just look at the fucking data, baby. Rocket going up. Again, Rocket's underrated. He's not a bad pick. Stop trashing your Rocket, okay? He's doing his best. Namora goes down a little bit at 47.5, which is like starting to get a little fringe. Thor is about the exact same, and Groot goes down 2% from PC to console. I have no idea why. I've never played Groot. I really don't tank much. But you know what? The thing, clobbering time, I might have to be a tank. Mantis, about the same. Hulk, even higher. And Storm. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize how good Hulk was. I knew he was really good, but if I had to guess, I would have said like a 52% win percentage, and he's even higher than that. Psylocke 49. Moon Knight is even worse. 41.9. He was 42 on PC. Jesus. Moon Knight is like such a cool character. People love his show. I think they're just playing him because he's cool and his kit's fun. It's cool to get that like burst damage, but my goodness, is he bad. Star Lord is about the same. Same with BP. Same with Hela is a little bit lower, I suppose. Venom's like in the exact same spot. Spider Man's higher on here. Wolverine's about the same on both platforms. Squirrel Girl is trash. She's like a 42 on PC and a 43 on console. I would say if you're looking at this, just stop playing Squirrel Girl and Moon Knight. Neither of them are getting buffed next season, so they're probably going to go from being bad to bad again. So if you want to increase your win percentage and rank, look at this and maybe avoid those. And Punishers is laughable on console. 43% is another one that's like, I think his kit is a bit overrated. Captain America is even higher, so I think we need to start playing Captain America more based on this. Same with Fantastic. Better than I thought, for sure. Penny's 2 percentage points worse from PC to console. That's kind of crazy. Scarlet Witch is still bad. Iron Fist even higher on console. Jeff is much lower. Iron Man about the same. Now here's where it gets crazy. Adam's about the same. Hawkeye was like 45 PC. He's 43 console. Black Widow went from being like 43% or something on PC to 35% on console. I know they're buffing her, but I don't even think the buffs they're giving are going to make her worthwhile on console. Just don't pick her. Please don't use her. Okay, so anyways, that's the data breakdown. Hopefully you learned something. All right. And we'll come back. I'm going to be streaming live, I think, on YouTube tomorrow for the new season. So tune in. Love you guys.